And I'm here with Mike Quincy, one of our regulars here on Connecting Point. He is Automotive Content Specialist for Consumer Reports Magazine. Always good to have you here, sir. Thank you so much.
Great to be back.
It is fall. Fall means new cars. Let's talk about some of what we're going to be seeing in the next few months into early 2014. Some of the stuff that is coming at us. You folks have rated the Toyota Corolla. You say it's, you wouldn't call it spry or fun to drive, but it's good fuel economy. It's reliable, good, dependable family type car.
A car for people who hate cars. No, actually, Toyota's got a lot riding on this. The redesigned Toyota Corolla is coming out this fall. It looks sportier. They say it's sportier. I think we're hoping, we're kind of holding out that the steering is going to be more engaging, the handling is going to be sportier, but we're going to wait and see. Certainly the Corolla, which has always been known in Consumer Reports testing for great fuel economy and terrific reliability, we really think those characteristics are going to carry on because, like I said, Toyota's got a lot riding in this. They got such a great reputation, they don't want to mess that up.
Let's look, I think of a little upscale. Maybe it's on the same level. The Mazda 3, you say it flies under the radar, but sporty handling.
Right.
That's a plus.
Sure. The whole Mazda auto company is almost flying under the radar. These are a lot of sleeper cars. By sleeper, I mean they're much better than people think when they go out shopping. They think Nissan, Toyota, Honda, Ford, Chevrolet. Check out the Mazda dealership. The Mazda 3 has been their leading kind of a, not bare bones, but economy-based car. But the Mazda 3 has always been fun to drive, always done well in Consumer Reports tests. The new one is going to have that great steering and handling characteristics, and their SkyActiv technology is not just hype. It actually produces very, very good fuel economy.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but when I think of the level of car of Mazda 3, you say they've got a lot of new safety features, a lot of the warning systems. Do you often see them in that level and that price level of car? Is that a real plus for Mazda 3?
That's a real plus when you're talking about lane departure warning systems and those other active kinds of alerts. You don't normally find them at this price level. So hats off to Mazda for putting these on, and we hope other car companies will follow suit.
Let's go quite a bit upscale now. Cadillac's got a couple of I would say significantly awaited, I think, models. The redesigned Cadillac CTS, we're going to see it this fall, the luxury sports sedan.
Awesome. Okay. The CTS has always done well in Consumer Reports test. This is a rear-wheel drive model with optional all-wheel drive. It's always been sporty. It's always been a near competitor to some of the class-leading models like the BMW 3 Series and Mercedes-Benz C-Class, the Audi A3. We expect a lot from the CTS as Cadillac does too. And it really, you look at the design of this new CTS, and it's clear that the GM designers and their artists, the guys that men and women who sculpt these cars and bring them from concept to reality, they've definitely been working overtime. The CTS is very striking to look at in person. We've seen it at auto shows. We're sampling one at the track right now. I think this is going to be a really interesting car.
And you say in the magazine, Consumer Reports, one of the goals is to make this more competitive with some of the European models in particular, that's a Cadillac goal here.
That's definitely a Cadillac goal. I mean, years ago, Cadillac was the standard of the world. Post-World War II, people had any money or attained any kind of success in their lives. They said, well, what are you going to do? They said, I'm going to buy a Cadillac. And then since like maybe the mid-1960s to today, that reputation just sunk. Their designs were lousy, their reliability was horrible, they were overblown and puffy sedans, they couldn't get out of their own way, but they're really back, they're edgy, they're interesting. The Cadillac ATS is another rear-wheel drive sports sedan, did very well in Consumer Reports tests, and we expect the same from the CTS.
Still in the Cadillac line, coming up a little later in the fall, the Cadillac ELR. And I thought, to be honest with you, if I'm a guy that likes a Cadillac and likes to spend that kind of money, I think I was putting my wallet right back in my pocket when I read about the second line of your review and you said it's an upscale version of the Chevy Volt. Right. That's going to be a problem for them, isn't it?
I think it's going along the theme of a lot of high-end automakers in that they're bringing out smaller cars that are emphasizing fuel economy, but also keeping their upscale feel, nice interiors. The Chevrolet Volt that has all the ELR has all the guts of, did very well in Consumer Reports test, about 35 miles, on electric-only propulsion, and then the gas engine kicks in and extends the range. Reliability is also very good. But the question is, are people going to spend a premium for good fuel economy? I'm not so sure yet, but it looks really, really good.
Let's stay luxury line. Coming out in early 2014, the redesigned Audi A3. The compact sedan, but it's a little longer than it's been. You think that's one to kind of watch for?
I think so. Again, kind of upscale, not inexpensive, but an emphasis on fuel economy. The last A3 was a small four-door hatchback, kind of a wagon. It did pretty well in Consumer Reports test. They haven't redesigned the A3 in a long time, so I think we're really excited to see what they're coming up with. Audis tend to be good driver's car, great steering, fun handling, and we expect the same from that. But again, are people going to shell out the premium to get that high-end Audi label on the outside of their car?
Let's shift gears. You guys always rate your hits and your misses. Everybody in Detroit and Tokyo and everywhere kind of crosses fingers and toes waiting. And I know this came out earlier and a lot of people went, huh? Chevy Impala. You guys really, really like Chevy Impala right now.
The October issue of Consumer Reports has an interesting article looking at some of the brightest cars that we've tested in 2013. The Impala is one when you're rooting for the home team. The Impala went from 0 to hero with this redesign. The interior materials, the fit and finish will totally surprise you. The drivability is amazing. It has a strong 6-cylinder engine, good transmission, decent fuel economy. You get in it and you think, is this really an Impala? Is this like the lousy car we used to, you drag into the airport at 2 o'clock in the morning, you rent a car and it's an Impala, you're like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. It's not gonna keep me awake. This car will keep you awake because it really is engaging to drive.
We got about 40 seconds left. Let's hit a couple of the misses because, hey, it can't be all happiness, right? But you don't particularly like Mitsubishi Outlander, Nissan Sentra, Honda Cross Tour, Acura RLX. We got a whole 30 seconds. But what do you guys, when you look at a car and say, hey, it misses, what really concerns you?
What we're looking at with a lot of these cars is dull steering, boring handling, poor fit and finish, lousy materials, poor use of interior space. In the Acura's case, too much money for what you're getting. In the Honda Cross Tour's case, it's like a hatchback design. It doesn't fit my bike. Thumbs down for that. I mean, that's my acid test.
Mike Quincy, thanks as always for being with you. Great to have you.
My pleasure.